Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It is starting 11 prediction time for tomorrow's Scottish Cup fourth round tie at home against Greenock Morton. We come into this game off the back of that 4-0 victory over St Mirren on Wednesday. I thought we played really, really well in the game. Probably the best we've played since we returned from the World Cup break. Some brilliant football, 2 excellent goals from Kyogo. And I thought David Turnbull's strike was really, really impressive late in the game as well. Created lots of chances, could have had 1 or 2 more goals, a couple of tight offside VAR decisions as well. I thought we played some really, really good football, and long may that continue. I think we're going to see some changes to the team for this game tomorrow. Morton, obviously, we can't underestimate them. These cup ties are always the biggest game of the season for teams from the lower divisions. They're sitting 5th in the Championship just now. And we only need to think back to 2013 when they did beat us 1-0 at Celtic Park in the League Cup. So we've got to just turn up, be professional, put on a good performance, and I'm sure we'll secure passage to the next round. Today at the press conference, Ange was quizzed again on transfer news. He must be fed up answering the same questions week in and week out. But it does look like the pursuit of Hyungae-Oh, the South Korean striker, is gathering pace. Whether that's going to create a knock-on effect of Giakoumakis actually leaving or not, we'll have to wait and see. But Giakoumakis missed the other night. He was injured. He's only just back in training today, according to the manager. So whether he'll be involved tomorrow, I don't know. But it has gone quiet on Juranovic, and the links to Giakoumakis have quietened down as well. So we're approaching the end of the window, only 10 or 11 days left. So if anything's going to happen, it's going to have to happen in the next week or so. So it's going to be interesting to see how things unfold in terms of transfers. But I think we definitely need to get a striker in, regardless of whether Giakoumakis leaves now or later, because we're quite exposed with only Kyogo, a natural fit in that position at the minute. So we'll get to the team for tomorrow. As I say, I expect a few changes in goals. I don't expect a change. I think Joe Hart will play there. Ange Postecoglou said today that Ben Siegrist has been out injured the last couple of weeks, which is why he's maybe not been involved. I think a few people expected him to start at Hampden in the League Cup because he'd played the previous rounds, but he wasn't involved there. He's obviously been carrying a bit of a knock, so I think Hart will have to play. I don't see Scott Bain coming in for this game. I think Hart will keep his position. I think at right back it will be Alistair Johnston. Really good the other night. He looks like a really, really impressive find for the club. I love the intensity that he plays with. I love his attitude to the game. He's just got a great energy about him, and I think he can get much, much better as well. I think there's a lot of development in him still to come. Really early days in his Celtic career, but I think he's impressed a lot of people so far, and I think he'll get another start in that position tomorrow. At centre half, I do think we'll see some changes. Carter Vickers, a surprise omission the other night. He is injured and said he's not going to chance it tomorrow, as you would expect a Scottish Cup fourth round tie at home. If Carter Vickers, who's one of our most important players, is in any way carrying an injury, he will sit it out. I think Stephen Welsh will come in and play on the right hand side. He has been on the fringes of the squad for much of this season, but I think he might get a chance to start tomorrow. He was once on loan at Morton, of course, as well. There's a few players on both sides who have played for each team. I think Welsh will start. I think Kobayashi will start alongside him. A debut for him against St Mirren the other night. I was impressed. I thought he was good. He looked really tidy on the ball, really composed. A good range of passing for a centre half. You tend to find, obviously, that left-sided players are really cultured and good on the ball, and he looked like he was. We had to do a wee bit of defending early in the game. Too early to really judge his defending at this stage after only one game, but some promising early signs, and I think it'll be good to see him get another start tomorrow. At left back, I'm going Bernabei. Juranovic played there the other night. I thought he was really good. I just think this is another chance to give Bernabei a start, and I think the more game time he gets, hopefully the more he can learn and develop in this Celtic team, because as I've said before, he has struggled in the outings he's had recently. In midfield, again, an area I think we'll see changes. I don't think he'll rest Callum McGregor though. I think you don't want to change the entire team and then end up with a performance that has absolutely no rhythm and a group of players that are not used to playing together. We know the identity and the style in this Celtic team is really strong. And whenever players come in and the manager rotates, everybody seems to understand their role, and the instructions have been given really clearly, and the team still functions. But I think if you were to change 10 outfield players, you would risk a bit of a flat performance, and I think McGregor's really important at just driving us forward. So I think he'll be the one man that stays in midfield from Wednesday. I think Aaron Moy will start this game, and I think David Turnbull, who scored that excellent goal the other night, will get a start. I think the two of them are more than capable of playing this game. A lot of quality there. Moy's been excellent in his recent performances. Turnbull hasn't had a lot of football in recent weeks and even months. He looked a wee bit disconsolate after smashing that goal in the other night. I think a few people read far too much into that, though. I think, he lost the ball a couple of times in possession. He was probably just frustrated at his own performance up to that point. But we know he's a good player, more than capable in these domestic games for us. I expect him to get a start tomorrow. In the front three, I think we'll see some changes there as well. I'm going James Forrest on the right-hand side. Sead Haksabanovic back from injury on the left. He got a cameo the other night. Be good to see him back getting a start. And I am going with Kyogo through the middle because we're just short options in that position. The only other option is Dyson Maeda through the middle. As I say, Yakimakis is there, but I can't judge what Ange said in the press conference today. I don't know if he's saying he's had 1 day of training, so he's not going to make it. They said they would judge it this afternoon or into tomorrow, whether he would play a part. But if he was out injured on Wednesday, I don't think he's going to come straight back and start this game. So I'm just going with Kyogo, who was absolutely excellent the other night. That first goal was just delightful. Really, I didn't know at the time how much he had to really improvise to lob it over the keeper, because I'm sitting at the other end of the stadium, and obviously it looked like a great lob in real time. But watching back the highlights for the other night, he really has to almost contort his body and just hook his right foot to lob it over the St Mirren goalkeeper. A sublime finish. What a pass for Rio Hatate as well. So hopefully we can create chances like that tomorrow. I think a good performance across the pitch for some of these guys who have maybe been in the fringes and haven't had game time recently will do them the world of good. We know that going forward, Ange likes to rotate, and I think that's a good opportunity to give these guys some minutes tomorrow, give them a chance to impress. Who knows how many I'll get right in this team, by the way. This is an absolute stab in the dark, as it always is with these early cup games. So you can let me know who you think will start tomorrow in the comments below. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you tomorrow outside Celtic Park with all of the full-time reaction as normal. Cheers.